So today I'm going to be talking about how to use Classdojo.com. So once you go to your web browser and you type in Classdojo.com, you have two options. You can log in, which is in the right part of the screen, or you can sign up. Since we don't have an account, we're going to click sign up, and you can click this button here, or the one in the middle of the screen. So once you click that, it gives you four options. You can be a teacher, a parent, a student, or a school leader. For this demonstration, I'm going to use teacher, because that's what we're going to use the account as. So once you do that, you can enter your information. So Angel, Richard, I'm going to use an old email. And a secure password. And then click sign up at the bottom. And once you do that, you can search for your school. And you can search for your school here, but since we aren't hired, we don't have a school, so I'm going to skip that by pressing skip joining school at the bottom. And next, it'll ask you to add a class. So for this, I'm going to just use Miss Richard's class. And then you can select your grade. They have a variety of options, anywhere from preschool to other. So for now, I'm going to leave it at other, and then click add class. Now it asks you to set your values, which is like what you want your students to do. So like you want them to help others, be on task, participate, and you can add a value. It also asks you to select ones that need work as well, so what you don't want them to do. So after you do that, you can click next. It will ask you to add your students to this class. So here you have three options. You can copy and paste from Word, copy and paste from Excel, or you can manually enter them. So I'm going to manually enter them, and I'll just type my name. And after you enter the student's name, you click enter, and it automatically adds your student with a little monster. So after you enter all your students, you can click done adding students in the bottom right. And this also asks you to add parents. Here you can add your parents' information. So here you can see your students and their names, and then their parent contact information to the side. So you can add their email or phone number to contact them, and they can see what's going on in your class and how their student is doing. After you're done with that, you can click done. And here it takes you to your classroom. So here you can see all your students that you have entered and the whole class as well. If you click on a student, there I just clicked on Angel Richard, and you can see where you can recognize them for doing positive things or something that they're doing wrong. So say I want to recognize myself for doing something off task. So if I click off task, it'll give me a negative dojo, which is saying that you need improvement in this area, like you need to fix this. You can do the same thing with the positive. So if I help someone, you can click helping others, and you can see it give them a positive green dojo. So this really lets the students know what they're doing right and what they're doing wrong, and it's kind of an interactive way to get that done. So if you go to the top of the screen here, you can see a little toolbar, and at the very right you see settings. And if you click on that, you have edit class, connect parents, connect students, reset bubbles, and display settings. So I'm going to click edit class, and you have 5 options. You have class details, students, parents, values, and sharing. Class details is where you can edit your class name and the grade. Students is where you can add other students. Parents, this is again where you can add their contact information and you can let them know what's going on. Values, again, is the positive things that they're doing well, and then the areas that need work. So you can add different values here, so you don't have to use the ones that they just supply for you. And then sharing is where you can enter a collaborating teacher's email, and they can also have access to this. So if you have like a student teacher or something, you can add them, and then they can also give the students red and green dojos as well. So after that, then you'll see in the middle here, this toolbar, you have the classroom, which is the screen that we're on, where you can see all your students and give them red and green dojos. And you see a picture in the middle. If you click on this, class story, it'll take you, oh, this is just saying introducing comments. Click OK, got it. This is kind of like the Facebook part. You can add photos, you can add statuses, letting them know what's going on in the class. It's kind of just like a little help guide, really, of what's going on. And then you have the message bubbles right next to it. So if you click on that, it'll bring up all the parents and everything that you can message. Um, so it really kind of allows you to contact parents and send out reminders or alerts about important notifications. Or if you want to talk to them, like maybe their student's having trouble staying on task, you can let them know. So then after that, if you look to the left on that toolbar, you'll see an area that says Your Classes. If you click on that, it'll take you to your official homepage on Classdojo. This gives you an option where you can add a photo, you can add your school, and if you scroll down, you see they give you a demo class that you can play around with. Here's the class that we just created, Miss Richards' class. You can add other classes. If you choose to add other classes, you can follow the other steps and it'll take you through the same thing. So you can have all your classes on here with all different dojos. So you don't have to have, say you have 5 classes, you don't have to have all 5 classes in one. You can split them up so each class can see how they're doing. If you would like further information, you can look in the help guide on this for step-by-step instructions. But other than that, this is how you use Classdojo.